know that according to the YouTube's new policies, that a video will be demonetized if it has swearing within the first 15 seconds? Okay.
I did.
With that out of the way, fuck you, Mark. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest and greatest episode of What Have I Done Debates, the only show where a recovering crack addict and a recovering transsexual talk about new things that have never been talked about before. I am your host, the channel owner, although maybe not for long, Mila, and we have my supersessor. Please, introduce yourself.
I'm Mark.
I mean, do you even need to introduce yourself? Your legacy precedes you. Everybody on this show apparently loves you. So, I think we should just not beat around the bush here. Get it as quick.
And I love it.
No, you cannot play the soundboard. If you play the soundboard, you're off. Because we need to talk about how the voting went down. Fine, one. You get one.
Give me a second.
Right. Remember, this is who you voted for.
Oh wait, it didn't go through.
It didn't go through, and I was hoping you didn't notice, so we wouldn't have to hear it. All right. I'm glad we bring such high caliber humor. This is supposed to be a distinguished podcast. This is something that when I'm running for president and they find, I want them to be proud that I was.
Why does it echo? It echo.
Maybe it came from a very, very spacious ass. So let's just talk about how the voting went down, because that's really all that matters in this show.
Yeah.
It's not where two friends come together to have a fun discussion. It really just comes down to a numbers game and who's morally superior. So, John Wilkes Booth versus Lee Harvey Oswald, the main question. Clean sweep. 60% me with John Wilkes Booth, base man who didn't take nothing from no one, and 40% Lee Harvey Oswald.
Clean sweep.
I know, I'm so good at this. Let's hope that it stays that way. Is there anything wrong with having classified documents? Yes, they're not supposed to be here. God damn it. You provided, no argument for that, by the way. I hope everybody remembers. He had, nothing to say, and yet 60% of the people just, that sounds about right. All right. Are men better than women? With 60% of the vote? No, removing sexism is impossible. Doesn't even make any sense. Didn't even have an argument. Mine was way funnier, but whatever. And then the final question, which I actually do agree with this one, is AI art? And with 60% of the votes, no, it's not the product of its own imagination. I did think that your argument on is AI art was pretty good, but that's only because you're a tech nerd. So, I feel like that one was a given for you.
So it's safe to say I won.
Okay, but so in total we have done 7 debates, of which you have won 3. So technically I'm still ahead, baby.
That's such bull.
I mean, you won this episode, but not this show. Believe me, it's my show.
Yes,
If you start winning, you're out. I'm gonna get a 4th grader on here.
I'm joking.
That's gonna be our first guest. Will be like a 6-year-old. Somebody who barely speaks English. Speaking of people who barely speak English, let's get on to the main topic of tonight. Would you like to introduce it since you picked it?
What do you mean, speaking of people who don't speak English? What?
Well, I'm just talking about infidels and whatnot,
Okay. So, tonight's topic is God real? Mila is for, I am against.
Yeah.
We are both
I'm
atheists.
for, as in, there are 4 gods. Hey, stop muddying the water, stop poisoning the well. Alright, well. For those of you who aren't in me and Mark's private text messages, I did mention to him that I wanted to bring in a new segment. Since we have about 5 active voters, which I predicted that accurately in the 2nd episode, we don't really have an active enough community base to keep bringing this show with fun original bits that are sent in by our loving fans. So you know what? Until we get that, you're gonna have to deal with my shit. All of what I perceive to be funny. So today, I have procured an oldie but a goodie that it's got to be 80 years old. My mom purchased this Bible and then in quotes trivia, the game where trivia is not trivial, featuring 5,400 questions. So I'm going to pick. You ever play Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah.
All right. So this game is a lot like Trivial Pursuit, except instead of random questions about contemporary topics that become outdated after like 3 years, this is from, the never-ending story, otherwise known as the Bible. So I'm thinking I'll pick out a couple of cards, let's say 3 to 5, depending on how funny this joke is. Not joke, this segment is. And we'll tally up your score to see how well you really know God, or if you're just talking out of your ass. So, oh shit, okay, actually, I should have actually, looked through this. First, because... So it seems like, you know how Trivial Pursuit, they have categories?
Yeah.
Alright, well this one also has categories. So we've got Old Testament, History and Geography, Prophets and Prophecy, Names, Letters, Numbers and Sequence, New Testament, and Wisdom. So, I guess... Alright, so here, we'll do a question for Old Testament.
And then one for new.
Okay.
We'll just go back and forth, because those are the only two categories I'm positive.
Those are the only two that really matter. Alright, Old Testament. Who said the following? With the jawbone of an ass have I slain 1,000 men. By the way, I picked this out at random.
I don't know.
Alright, here, let me repeat it. With the jawbone of an ass have I slain 1,000 men. Alright, give me a guess. Just give me a guess.
Noah.
Dog, it was Samson.
Bruh. Oh, that makes sense, because he was, all strong and stuff.
Yeah, he was all strong, and his hair was, made of AIDS or something. Alright, New Testament question. So right now you're 0 for 1. New Testament. Who asked, is it lawful to offer tribute to Caesar or not?
What? Who knows this stuff?
Biblical people.
No,
Would you like me to repeat that?
I want to take this to the church that's closest to me, the Roman Catholic Church, full of assholes. And I want to see what part of them knows it.
Probably all of them.
No.
So who asked, is it lawful to offer tribute unto Caesar or not?
I don't know.
Do you want to make a guess?
Jeebus.
No, it was the Pharisees.
Bruh.
Do you want to change the topic that we're doing?
Yes.
Maybe this one's a little too hard for you. All right. Here, I'll read them to you again. We've got Old Testament, History and Geography, Prophets and Prophecy, Names, Letters, Numbers and Sequence, New Testament, and Wisdom.
Try Prophets and Prophecies.
All right. Who watched the prophet Elijah ascend to heaven?
Bruh. I have no clue. This is so stupid.
No, it's not.
I swear to
God. It's a game where trivia isn't trivial. Who watched the prophet Elijah ascend to heaven?
No one, because God's not real. Heaven's not real.
Okay, the answer was Elisha.
Who is that?
I don't even. Yeah, I don't know. That was a surprise character. Okay, final one. Pick the topic. Or no, sorry, not final one. Second to last one. Pick the topic.
Let's try another Old Testament one. I really feel like I can get one of these.
All right, Old Testament. What did David and Sibbecai have in common?
No, they're both nerds.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
All right. Well, the answer really was both killed a Philistine giant. So you're 0 for 4 right now. All right. Final question, and I picked this one specially out of the box. Is God real?
No.
All right, let me check. Let me just check the back of the card. Well, it looks like you're wrong. The answer is yes. God is real.
This is all propaganda.
Yes. It's propaganda as in I would like to get a propaganda at God. You see? You see? God is not only real, but he is the most real. Don't believe me?
Prove it.
Well, okay, I'll prove it. I'm going to commune with God right now. Dear God, are you real? Oh shit. I'm getting a message. He says yes.
How am I supposed to know he responded?
Okay, here, I got a question for you. Ever hear of the Dalai Lama?
No.
How's that? How that if not for God?
The what? Dalai Lama?
Yeah, you ever hear of the Dalai Lama?
No.
Dog. Uh-oh. That proves that God is real. You ever see that?
The Dalai Lama Waffle Master.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Are you spelling it right? Or are you racist? I don't actually know how it's spelled offhand. It's like Dalilama, something like that.
It again?
Dolly. Oh, it's DalaiLama.
Oh,
now
that. Okay.
Yeah, the Dalai Lama.
His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama.
Okay, here, let me just red pill you on it real quick. The Dalai Lama is basically this guy who, he's like the Buddha, you know? He, like, found God, and God was like, yo, you want to be like an angel, or do you want to, like, keep coming back and, like, helping people, you know, learn what is God and not? And he said, yo, dog, fuck all that being an astronaut or whatever. I want to keep coming down and, like, telling people how to have sex safely with the condom. And so he basically just keeps coming back because God wants him to. So that's why there are infinite Dalai Lamas, because reincarnation is real.
See, but reincarnation can be so, like, easily destroyed by the fact that the population is increasing.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, if as someone dies, another person, like the same, like, quote-unquote, same person is reincarnated, how can the population increase? Where are these extra people coming from?
You know, I've never even thought about that. But here's the thing. Reincarnation isn't real. That's like weirdo shit. Like, no offense to anybody who believes in that, of course, you know, because God is real and we should respect
but I don't.
all. Here's the thing. When you die, your body stays dead until Jesus comes back to revive all the souls, and then God will fight Satan and win, and all the people who don't believe in God will be cast forth into a lake of sin, and everybody else will get to live on heaven, as God originally intended the Garden of Eden to be.
So, like...
What's it called? The Rapture, I think?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the Rapture. That's what's going to happen.
So, like, that still doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, it does. But when somebody's dead, they stay dead until Jesus comes back. So, are dead people staying dead?
Like, a date and time. Fun.
You want a date and time? Okay, faggot. How about after you're dead, and then he comes back and he revives you? Okay, it feels like a long time, but trust me, being dead feels like zero time.
That was so uncalled for.
What was uncalled for?
A certain word you said.
What, God? I'm sorry. The Lord. I know not to use his name in vain, because that is offensive, and that's one of the commandments. I don't know why you think this is a laughing matter. You know, God is definitely real.
So uncalled for. I was not expecting.
Oh, come on. It's me. I feel like you should expect that.
When was the last time you even said that to me?
I don't know. I'm trying to be nice because I like you, but you know, sometimes it just slips out. When people are being so infidel, like when people are acting like such, you know, wastrels, you know, it kind of just slips out of me.
Wastrels? It's wastrel.
No, what the fuck? If you are a waste of space, you are a wastrel. If you are a wasp of space, you are not a fucking wastrel.
Hold on, I'm looking this up.
No, ain't no fucking way.
Hold on, wait, shush. I'm gonna listen to it.
Wastrel. You were fucking wrong, you idiot.
I hate Membean so much.
Yeah, what Membean does to an MF. See, I knew it was a fucking compound of waste. How do you...
Well,
okay, see? So Mark's wrong about words. Why would he be right about religion? Come on, fellas. Think with your brains. Here's the thing. As long as human history has been recorded, religion has been alongside it. Why would some institution that we've believed in for so long just not be real, you know?
Okay, well, I want to take you back to why we believe in it. It's because...
Can we turn back time to the good old days?
Okay.
The good old days before we killed Jesus Christ? Big mistake on our part. Even though he did die for all our sins, so would we all be cast into the eternal lake of fire without him? That's a question. That can only be answered given the fact that God is real.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like, first of all, I'm assuming there were no new voicemails.
No, there were no new voicemails. Wow. You trying to bide your time here?
No, but I just want to.
Everybody, make sure to call in at 267-404-4094 or whatever it is. It's in the description.
I want to talk about why religion is a thing at all.
All right. Well, I want to hear you talk about that.
So, like, basically, the idea is, like, they couldn't explain things, so they turned to some higher power than themselves to explain it. But now we have this funny thing called science, where we can,
Okay, Mark, what happens after you
explain
die, huh?
things.
What happens after you die? What happens after you die?
Nothing.
Where's the soul located?
There is no soul.
Then how does one experience consciousness?
Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Uh-oh, oh shit, he's just left me on the mic to spit it. Alright, and whether he'd like to admit it, I'm about to red pill y'all. I'm about to go in, gotta have a freestyle. He's not even gonna hear this because I bet he doesn't listen. He's a fucking bitch, and I'm gonna be pissing on his grave till he's dead because he's unread. He doesn't understand the way of the dead because the Bible, it's totally real. It's so amazing, and I love it here, because God exists, and God is true, and if you don't believe it, then bad things will happen to you, because the rapture is real, and you're all gonna burn. If you don't believe in God, then you might as well learn that Satan is evil, and he's gonna be your guy, but God's gonna kill him. He's gonna up and die. You just wait a minute for Jesus to come back. And you're a fool if you think that he was black, because he's white. And that's true. I know it for a fact. Because God exists, and he made Jesus white. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Freestyling Tuesday. Except it's actually Monday. Oh, shit.
I have to be back in like 15 minutes.
15 minutes? There's no way I can fucking freestyle for 15 minutes.
Yes, you
You're
can.
saying we should you're saying we're putting this on hold. We're putting this on hold. Alright, any astute viewer will notice that these are not synchronous clips. The last part you listened to was yesterday. This is today. What were we in the middle of talking about? You were in the middle of saying why religion exists in the first place. So would you like to continue going back to that?
Yeah. So basically, the reason religion exists at all is to explain the things that people could not explain on their own. Hence, the things that they didn't know with science yet. Now we know about all these different things, and we know that science will progressively explain more and more things as time goes on, eventually to the point that everything is explained. Although, even if we don't explain it, science still, like, as a concept, explains everything.
Okay, so you're telling me that there is a scientific answer for every question that could have been answered with God.
Yeah.
Okay, well then how does decay work?
What do you mean decay?
Well, I'm saying, like, if you got 1 and then half, then a quarter, it never actually reaches 0. What's up with that? Do things just never disappear? Do things just never disappear?
Yeah, you can't destroy matter. Is that what you're talking about? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. God destroys matter. That's real.
No. Since
God
when?
I don't know, since he, banished people to the kingdom of hell or whatever.
That's not destroying.
What happens to you when you die, huh? Where's the soul? I think I already said this. I don't even remember what we said yesterday. All I'm saying is that God is real.
I don't think there's a
you're
soul.
Gay.
So think about this.
Okay.
Atoms all will interact with each other in a set manner. Like, this is what we have explained with science so far. We agree on this, correct?
Mm-hmm. I agree that science is something.
So essentially, where does God fit into that if everything is deterministic and are basically, I don't want to say already decided, but the atoms will always interact in the same way? We have observed this.
Here's what I'm saying. Somebody makes a game. God made a game. There's an algorithm in that game, but someone still made the game, you know what I'm saying?
No. That made no sense.
Okay, so, we're playing Minecraft right now, but, who created Minecraft, you know what I'm saying?
Mojang.
Yeah, Mojang, you fucking faggot. It's actually Notch. Notch created Minecraft. Actually, fun fact about religion in Minecraft. During 2020, when, lockdowns were happening, have you ever heard of the website fandom.com?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was really bored, so I created a fandom account, and I would post on the Minecraft fandom. I don't know if they're still up. I got IP banned from this server or this website because I edited the fossil wiki page to write that fossils didn't exist in the game because God is real, and so that means evolution is not real. And then after that was deleted, I created a new page on the website called God, and it said that God he can't be seen, but he exists in the game, and he'll answer your prayers if you pray to him. And also, if you go up really high in the world, you'll see him.
You know, this sounds like something me and my cousins did when we were like 6 and playing Minecraft on like on the iPad or the Kindle Fire.
And because we would, back when we would like just like God,
we would go into creative and just like fly up, just trying to go to like heaven or whatever, and it never worked. It's almost like
you didn't fly high enough. No, because here's the thing: if you fly too high, you'll start speaking a different language. You ever hear of Tower of Babel? That's real. Tower of Babel is real.
Okay, no, prove it. Where is it? Find it.
Tower of Babel.
Google Earth.
Well, here's the thing: it got knocked down because everybody started speaking different languages. Here, you ever wonder why people people speak different languages? It's because of the Tower of Babel. What other reason do we have to believe that everybody speaks a different language? Exactly.
They lived in different areas.
Here, I got a different area for you. Here's a real question. I don't. If God's not real, then who wrote the Bible?
Okay, I've actually theorized about this. I'm pretty sure the Bible was written by a bunch of dudes.
The Bible was written by God. The Bible was written by God.
The Virgin Mary? Like, bro, are you stupid?
Okay, here's the thing. Are you fucking stupid? The Virgin Mary. Virgin at that time just meant a young girl. When people say the Virgin Mary, they don't understand. What it really means is that she was just really young.
That's not what in the context, though.
No, the story of Mary is that some old guy named, I think it was Joseph, he impregnated this, like, little lolly girl, and that is, like, super illegal, and so, like, he was like, yo, I gotta, like, kill this girl, because, she's, like, 13 and pregnant, and then this angel comes down and is like, yo, you better not do that, Epstein, and he's like, oh, geez, no need to call me Epstein, fine, I'll let the baby be born. So the baby is born out of, pedophilic wedlock, and there we go, now we got Jesus. Who is real?
Like, where did the... Okay. Then why is Jesus God, then? Isn't that...
Jesus is not God. He's the Son of God. Are you stupid?
Okay, well, why is he like... Okay. Aren't the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit all supposed to be, like, one?
Depending on which religion you believe in. So, whatever religion you believe on, it's either true or not true.
Okay,
because at the end of the day, beliefs is all that we have. So anything you believe is empirically true.
I have another question for you. So there are different translations of the original Bible where basically different religions have the same fundamental concepts.
Yep, which corroborates their story.
But they have different versions of the Bible. So one of them must be wrong for one to be right.
Okay, sure.
But they have the same... If they have the same... ideas, but one of them is wrong, that would also make the other one wrong at the same time.
No, it wouldn't.
Because that is the same.
If I have 6 formulas ranging from 2 plus 2 equals 1 to 2 plus 2 equals 6, one of them is right and the other of them are wrong. Some of them may be close, but they're not right.
Okay, but how do you know which one's right?
Well, that's the whole point of religion. That's why there's not one unified religion, is because we don't know which one's right.
Yeah, well, some nerd one day can just say, like, oh yeah, Jeebus.
Sounds a lot like weird now.
And then we have what we have now, and it's a whole problem. And we have rapists in confessionals.
Okay. I don't see how the existence of God leads to rape, but
are you unaware of the 2016 verdict?
The 26th Amendment?
2016 verdict. Oh boy, are you about to learn some things.
Are you talking about when Donald Trump won the Electoral College?
No. Watch my screen.
Oh, how is this gonna work for anybody who's not like here
they don't
right
need
now?
to see it. I'm just filling you in so we can discuss it because any educated person would.
All right. Well, you got to red pill the whole viewers too.
So I'm looking up Catholic. I don't know what Catholic verdict 2016. Let's just see if that comes up.
2016 verdict. Just red pill me. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so essentially, there are rapists in confessionals.
Okay,
and the archdiocese is supporting them.
There are rapists in liberal schools. You want to talk about that?
Okay, but we're talking about religion. We're not talking about schools.
Okay. Well, what about religious schools?
Same thing.
You're playing Minecraft in a cave. Okay,
No.
I emailed that guy. I hope he gets back to me.
Guy.
You know, the you're playing Minecraft in a cave guy.
Oh God.
All right. So what you're saying is that if somebody confesses that they raped somebody in a
How can
confessional,
God be real and let that happen?
because God forgives all sins.
In his house, bro, if someone comes into my house and murders someone, I'm not forgiving them.
Wait, okay, so if you rape someone at church, is that what you're saying?
Yes. Okay, are you aware of what confession is?
Yeah, it's when you say, "Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned."
Okay, so
'cause I'm
basically
gay."
there are these funny little things called little boys. And they go in.
Yeah, I know
'cause they're
all about
Catholic.
little boys. Uh-huh.
And then
Okay.
oh God. And then essentially the priests abuse them, and then
All right.
that's
Yeah, I know about that. That's the Catholic Church. They sure do love having their way with little boys.
Okay. If
Mhm.
someone did that in my house, I would not forgive them.
Okay. Well,
This
here's
is
the
my
thing.
house.
Here's the thing. You have to realize that since God is real and God made everything, God made pedophilia, God made incest, God made bestiality, God made school shootings, God made Mark, and all of that shit is in his image, all right? So this is all the stuff that he likes.
If
Okay?
there's a hell, we're both going to it.
What do you mean? Because you mean, well, I mean, you could
Just 'cause
believe
of this
in God and not hell
conversation
because you're
alone.
Jewish. All I'm saying is that God is into some weirdo shit, and he made it in his image, and he's real.
Oh, well then you exclude the idea that humans have free will.
Humans do have free will. God made them have free will.
So is it made in God's image or man's image?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so again, going back to Minecraft, because Minecraft was also made in God's image.
Minecraft is such a bad analogy.
Okay, think about it though. Think about it. Minecraft, you have cobblestone. Let's say cobblestone is like, pedophilia. Netherrack is like school shootings. It's like you can build with both of those blocks to your taste. Minecraft has provided them for you, but it's you, the player's choice, to see how you're going to use them.
Okay, that was actually a decent analogy, but I still hate it. You're still just like flat out wrong because
No, I'm flat out right because God is real.
we decided as a society that pedophilia is wrong.
But not in the Bible where, Jesus was born out of pedophilia. You see, you're saying that if pedophilia was bad and shouldn't be allowed, then we never have
That's
Jesus
not how
Christ.
the story goes.
That's what you're arguing. You're arguing
That's
right
not how
now
the
is
story
that you don't
goes.
want Jesus Christ to be real.
That's not how the story goes.
That's how the
You
story
can't
goes.
use that as an argument because that's not.
I'm
how
gonna.
the
Yeah,
story
the argument is that Mark hates pedophilia. So if you hate pedophilia, I guess vote for Mark. But also that means you hate God. So I'd rather. I don't want to take my chances.
Bruh.
You got anything else to say about that, or is God real?
God is not real. That's all I have to say to that.
Okay, so is your official argument God's not real because God's not real?
Yeah, basically.
That's pretty gay. I feel like I provided just, insurmountable evidence that God is real, and not only real, but better than you. Okay, so you want to move? You want to move on?
God is better than anyone.
Yeah, God is on most high. Although he does not have the most subscribed to YouTube channel, so take that what you will.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, so this one's hot off the presses. Rick and Morty literally tweeted like about an hour ago that they're going to be continuing the show, but without Justin Roiland. Now, for everybody in the audience listening, Justin Roiland, I don't know, he kind of like beat up a woman or something. I don't really fucking know. I don't really care to know. The point.
A pedophile?
Oh, but he's not like arrested for that. He's like going on to a felony because he like beat somebody up and then like put that guy in jail. I don't really know. The point is that Adult Swim is cutting ties with Justin Roiland, but season 7 of Rick and Morty is continuing on. And so the question,
positions for this.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The question is, should Rick and Morty continue even without Justin Roiland? So Mark, I'm gonna leave this one up to you.
Oh, you're killing me. I can't decide. Because, see, you can look at it both ways. You can look at it...
Okay, fuck, no. Before you start arguing both sides, I'm gonna say no. Rick and Morty should not continue. And here, let me tell you why. Rick and Morty is basically the Bible of our generation. It's very funny. It's got a father and a son and, dare I say, a Holy Spirit. Portal gun.
Well,
it's
I
a
was
beautiful
thinking like Jerry, Morty, and Rick.
Well, of course that you could
Father,
say that
son,
too.
because like isn't the whole doesn't
The
Rick always say
grandfather,
that,
the
yeah,
grandson,
doesn't
the
Rick
grand
say
Holy
he's always
Spirit.
like a god? Like Rick's always saying.
Yeah,
he's a
Rick
god.
is a god. Rick is my god, and he's real. So that is also evidence that God is real because I see him on the TV. I actually just watched season 6, episode 1 of Rick and Morty, and it wasn't that bad. I have seen just about every episode of Rick and Morty, and I think that I have a pretty good grip on whether or not it's good. And let me say, it's not that good. It's
not that good.
It's all right at best. Let me tell you. Okay, season 1, pretty good. Season 2, great.
It's decent.
Season 3,
Yeah.
pretty good. Season 4
starts to
is like
fall
the
off.
worst.
Yeah.
Season 4 is one of like the worst things I've ever seen. I'm kidding, of course. It's definitely at least like 5 to 6 out of 10. Season 5 I thought was all right. It was hit and miss. Season 6
it was
from what
weird
I've seen,
because like there's the whole like evil Morty thing, but there's also like there's just the normal wacky.
I don't think they really know what direction they're going for. Like classic Rick and Morty is really cutesy
They're trying,
and like, goofy.
Yeah, they're trying to have
and then like
a
with the occasional
direction
really
it's
sad
going,
episode.
but that's not how the show goes. Like every episode is supposed to be different.
They're fighting the Futurama versus the Simpsons of plot base versus character base, which it's a tale as old as time, ever since 1999, I guess, when the Futurama started. But what I'm really trying to get at is that Rick and Morty it doesn't deserve being dragged through the mud. Rick and Morty was a goofy show that never meant to be mainstream. I'll say that. I think season 1 was supposed to be like a little niche show that a couple of people would really enjoy and a lot of people would like. And the problem is a lot of people who liked it thought that they loved it. So there were a couple people who were like, yeah, this show is for me and I really, really enjoy it. But then there are other people who are like, well, I have to enjoy this because, this is a bigger problem with society, that we have to have trend culture where if something gets big, everybody needs to enjoy it. So the first few seasons of Rick and Morty go exactly like that. I think the first 2 seasons had an audience in mind and it got to them really good. I wouldn't say that I'm part of that audience, but I'm definitely on the outside and I was able to enjoy it very much. But I think at some point between season 2 and season 3, it hit the mainstream, and at that point, it just tends to fall apart. When you are trying to deal with such a large audience, very few things can get it right. Like, one of the only things that I think that hits the mainstream and actually does it well is like Mario games. It's one of the only things that are so like universal and just do it so well. I think, Grand Theft Auto also does that a good job. I can't think of any movie. I guess like Avengers, but a lot of people don't like that. I think for who it is, and it does target a lot of people, but that's the way it works, is that you have like a low net, but you cast a lot of people, and you're not going to get a lot of people who really love the game, but you are going to get a lot of people who enjoy it. And I think that's what Rick and Morty had to turn to, from something that a few people would really enjoy to just a couple of people. Like, a lot of people would like a little bit. The same amount of enjoyment just doled out over less people. And I think that's really a problem that we have in general with society, is that we need to pander to as many people as possible, and we kind of just ruin things just so more people will click on it. Because it's not measured by enjoyment, it's measured by, like, revenue. So unless these people who really enjoy it are spending a lot of money on the shows, it's better to just get a lot of people to watch ads, because that just generates more revenue for them. And I think, Rick and Morty has been it's like this weird, like, show that's like supposed to be smarter than everybody else, but by doing this bastardization where it does Pringles commercials and pretends to be God of War and all that shit, it's really just, he's really, like, Rick, I would say, like, he's not a real person, but, like, I do feel like he's sold out in that he's not really, like, this genius anymore that, like, hates society. He's not like this. He's not like sci-fi Ted Kaczynski
what Rick originally was.
Yeah, not like this Rick that hates he hates society, but he's like also like the forefront of it that could change everything, but he just chooses not to because he's like such a dick. Now he's like this weird sellout who's like, I'm a kooky grandpa, but I got a heart of gold. And, everybody loves me. I'm the heart of the party, and I don't think that works anymore. And so completely I think that's how this argument goes, completely like absent of Justin Roiland or whatever, just talking about the show. I think the only problem is that the show is like contracted for like 10 seasons, so I understand that it can't really stop, but I think that if it wasn't contracted, which is another problem, we shouldn't be like commodifying creativity. I think as soon as something's done, it should be done and shouldn't be dragged out like into the mud. And it's really sad to see something that you really care about just be destroyed because of the bottom line. And it's not even the people who actually care about it who are doing this anymore. It's just network executives, because you sign your show onto a network. The network doesn't care about you, it cares about the money. If your show is profitable, they're not going to cancel it no matter what. You quit, everybody quits, they're just going to hire new people. They're like,
Right,
even if Justin Roiland decided to quit of his own volition, they would just recast Rick and Morty. They would just get an AI. They would just take old voice lines and recycle them while Jerry becomes the main character or something. They don't have any integrity. They will keep a show running until it hurts them to make it, at which point they will just become cheaper. Until they are making literally $0 off of it, they're not going to take a show off the air. They don't care about legacy. They don't care about the first 2 seasons. All they care about is the check that comes in at the end of the month.
I know you heard that.
I did hear it. I didn't want you to delegitimize my argument. So that's my argument, my very impassioned rant about why Rick and Morty should stop. So please.
Yes, I do agree with you. Like, it is.
Hey, you already lost.
Different.
You're not allowed to do that. You can't concede your argument.
I didn't. I'm not done yet.
Okay, keep going.
But, like, think about it from the other side. Of course.
All right. I'm always thinking about things from the other side.
Of course, there's going to be the person that's sitting at the top and that makes money off of it. And honestly, if you make it to that station in life in the current like situation that the world is in, good for you. You deserve it.
No, you don't. You don't fucking deserve it.
A lot of people do. There's a decent.
Who's a rich person that you think has earned their keep? Who's a rich person you think earned their keep?
Okay, I know this is gonna sound like a really like incredibly not based example, but Elon Musk, like
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. He works hard by having diamond mining parents. Good job.
Okay, but like, there's a certain amount that can only get you so far, and he definitely exceeded that. I'm not saying
what, by buying out companies? Here, how about this?
No.
I'll help you out. I'll help you out. Instead of Elon Musk, say Markiplier. There you go. Markiplier is someone everybody respects, and he has a lot of money.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Like, someone like that would be deserving of that.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Markiplier does have a gaming show that's been going on for like 10 years, and it's still really good. I actually tuned into an episode of whatever he was doing just the other day, and I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, was it like the FNAF thing?
I think it was, yeah.
It was FNAF Glitched Attraction, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched the first 2 parts of that while I was playing
same.
Minecraft
And then I got
yesterday.
bored, and then I stopped watching it.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention, but I do fancy myself Markiplier, so.
That's the only like FNAF content I ever see anymore.
That's true.
It's just him, which kind of makes sense, but
yeah, he is Five Nights at Freddy's. You can't disassociate either of those.
But
what does this have to do with Rick and Morty?
Yeah, I can't really disagree with you.
God damn it! I should have taken the other side then. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're keeping that in. So I guess we'll just call that one a no contest, and if it comes down to it, we'll say I won that one.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want to pick the bonus? Do you want to do the bonus machine?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's see.
Give me a second.
Yeah. How many
the link? There it
is. It's at the top.
Replit.
Yes. For those of you just tuning in, I know there are many of you. We are currently entering the Replit that has all of our topics in it. So, please.
Did you see it?
Is this it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the argument is what's average, and since Mark is 4, that means you get to go first. Mark, what is average?
4
For what?
inches.
4 inches of what?
Dick.
Okay. So we're talking about average dick size. See,
Yeah.
It says what's average. You're setting the precedent that average means dick. So
This is what everyone says.
when you say what's average, I don't know. You could say
So
like
when someone asks
70
that
out of 100.
question, that's what anyone would think of.
Okay, Mom, this isn't my fault. Mark's the one that brought up dicks. That's all I'm saying. Also, Mark's mom. So, because I know she's listening too. My mom said that we should do like a mom's cast, like when we both have our moms on it. I think that would be really cute. So, okay, argue your case. Why is 4 inches average?
Because it's my... I'm a pretty average dude.
I mean, that is true. That is true. If you've ever seen Mark in real life, he is pretty average.
Oh yeah, I shaved, by the way. I shaved it all off.
What, your pubes?
No. The little face stubble I had.
Oh shit. Okay. See, you're
I don't
you're
have the
talking
side-
below
I
the
got
belt.
rid of- I got rid of the sideburns. I got rid of all that.
Damn. Oh.
My head
No,
looks
Mark-
so round. It's so bad.
He's
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
grow
look
it back.
rugged.
I miss
He's
it.
not gonna
I
look
miss it
rugged
already.
anymore. Yeah, now you probably look all like effeminate now too.
No, not quite, because I have my
That's
hair's longer
fine.
now.
All right, so
Like
you're
my-
like a tomboy now. You're like a femboy.
No, okay, just argue your case.
Okay, so here I'll tell you the real answer. What is average? Well, the average 6 inches.
Bro.
All right, 6 inches is the average
You're doing
dick
this
size.
to mess with me. You're doing this to mess with me. I know
No,
it.
I'm not.
Yes, you
Everyone, believe me, I get around a lot. I've asked a lot of people how big their dicks are. 6
are.
inches.
Okay, that doesn't mean they
seems to be
tell the
about average.
truth.
Oh, they're telling the truth. You know why they're telling? You know why? Even if they're not telling the truth, you know why they're saying 6 inches? Because that's
Why?
average. That's the average dick length.
No.
Yeah. The
That's
average
just what
dick length
everyone
is about
wants.
6.
No one like naturally has that.
Naturally, what do you think they're doing? Steroids?
Yes.
Hey, everybody! If your dick is 6 inches long, say that the average is 6. All right? Because the average will be decided by this podcast. If you want everybody to have a small dick, say that it's 4 inches. But if you're like me and you know that everybody has big dicks, big swinging dicks, then the answer is obviously 6.
Okay.
I'm doing this for you, America.
not that-
I'm saying
it's not that- it's
you
not
don't want
that
to
far.
embarrass yourself by saying that you have 4 inches. You know, you don't want to be like a mark. You want to say that you have 6 inches at least. If a girl asks what you packing, you say 6. That could be a
Yeah,
6
of
pack.
course
That
you
could be
say
6 inches.
that. Doesn't mean that's real.
Here's the thing, Mark. Anything less than 4 inches, and this is talking from experience, it's like there's nothing there. It's like you don't even feel it.
No.
No, that's true.
I disagree.
You don't even feel it. Well, if you, how would you have experience? Have you ever copulated?
Moving
with
on. Let's have a new bonus topic.
All right, okay, so we'll say I won that one.
No.
Oh, this one sucks. I don't.
Oh wait, no, we can't do this. We need
that's-
people for that.
That's true. All right. Should you throw the rock at the hornet's nest? You know, okay, fun story about this one. The reason it's on the list is because as I was taking the bus home from school, I saw a hornet's nest on a tree, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? We'll put that on the list.
Okay, well, you can start.
Okay. So the our question is, should you throw the rock at the hornet's nest? Yes. You should throw the rock at the hornet's nest. Because there might be honey in there. You throw the rock at the hornet's nest, all the hornets will get scared and leave, and you can plunder their village for all sorts of unknown treasures.
That's how it's gonna go.
Mark, have you ever tasted honey before?
Yeah.
It's quite sweet. Now imagine if you could get it straight from the source.
I could also not put myself in danger and do the same thing.
What danger would you be in? You throw a rock at the hornet's nest, they're going to be mad at the rock, not you. How would they even know you threw it?
They just go into attack.
They're stupid hornets. They won't get it.
They just attack whatever they see at that point.
Yeah, and they'll see the rock, and they'll attack the rock. They'll sting it all until they're dead, and then you can laugh at them.
No, they don't sting at the rock. They sting at whatever they can, which includes you.
Would they also sting at themselves? Because if they can see something.
Bruh.
You ever been stung by a bee, Mark?
I have, many a time.
Would you rather get stung by a bee or taste honey?
I don't think that question makes sense.
Would you rather get stung by a bee or taste some honey?
Taste honey.
Then just taste the honey. Don't get stung by the wasps. Silly.
How exactly would you propose I avoid them?
Throw another rock. Throw 2 rocks at the hornet's nest.
What does that do?
Well, then they won't know where to go, and they'll probably just stand still confused, waiting for the 3rd rock, even though it never comes.
Good argument.
Hornets aren't very smart, you know?
Okay, let me look something up real quick.
Alright. Take all the time you need.
Rock thrown at hornet's nest.
Okay, you really trust everything you see on Google?
Kid throws rocks at beehive.
Uh-huh. See?
I'm sure
So other
this-
people have done it.
Well, let's see what happens.
Don't stream it. Nobody else is going to be able to see it.
Okay, well, I think they can guess.
Alright, well, just copy the link so I can put this in the show notes
Oh,
in the
yeah.
description. All right.
Oh, okay, well, he ran. They're actually not going to catch up to him.
See,
oh, wait,
he's safe.
wait, the video's
If
still
you're just
going. Hold
smart.
on.
If
Oh,
you're
wait, they're
smart,
walking back.
See, if you're smart, you can throw a rock at a hornet's nest. See? The answer is you should throw a rock at a hornet's nest.
Yeah, but there's no honey in that one. I think that's just a dead hive.
See? And look how much fun they're having. So in case anybody was wondering, the age-old question, should you throw the rock at the hornet's nest? The answer is yes. And look how much fun these kids are having. I wish I could be having fun right now, but instead I got to record a podcast about is God real and should you throw rocks at the hornet's nest? Why don't we just do it live? Why don't we just actually throw rocks at the hornet's nest? That'd be cute.
We should.
We should.
Also, we have to consider that we already have like 15 minutes, and we're like 30 minutes in now.
Yeah. Okay. So are you trying to say that this is
Yes.
enough? Okay. But can we just do one more bonus topic? Because for
sure,
reals,
sure.
you have not been given any arguments. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
this is not even going to be a clean
Dude,
sweep because people are still going to vote for you
have
regardless.
had,
You
like-
have fucking fanboys.
I have had like no sleep the past like week.
Jeez Louise. Well, all right. Well, let's just ask one more question. The
Okay.
question is: was Hitler the
Oh,
imposter?
no.
Mark. Oh, okay, fine. Scariest politician. You don't want to do this one? Good things.
No.
Yeah, this is a great one. No, good things about religion. Yeah. Okay, if you're gonna skip fucking topics, we're not doing this.
Okay, let's do
Because that's
this
not how.
one.
What, married or divorced parents?
Yeah,
Okay, Mark, you pick married. I go divorced.
sure.
All right, Mark, tell us why married parents are great.
You don't get led into such places without when your parents are separated, like being trans.
Mark, you're trans. Shut up.
I'm sorry. That was
Mark
me.
is male to female to male. Okay.
No.
Okay, well, counter argument, and this is going to be the only thing that really matters. So I'm just gonna say thanks for everybody for watching. Everything links to
You're not
everything
gonna
in the
argue?
No, I'm gonna argue this. I just want to get this out there first. I'm just gonna say thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in soon. New show coming soon. I think everybody's really gonna like it. It's called The Cryptid Conquest. It's gonna be great. Mark might show up eventually. With Nick. It's going to be amazing. Everybody's going to love it. Thanks for watching. Check out Mark's channel in the description. Check out anything else. Make sure to vote. Leave a voicemail if you feel up to it. 267-404-4094. All that good stuff. Thank you for watching. And with that being said, the reason why divorced parents are better is because 2 Christmases. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. That's the end of the episode. That's where we'll tune in.